All right, what's up, guys? Diego here with RoofCON, and on this episode of the Rise Above Show, we talk to William Stewart. He is actually the newest member of the RoofCON team, so I was super excited to get to do this interview with him, to get to know him a little bit better. While the episode is going on, I will warn you, there was a little bit of construction going on outside of the room, so you're going to be able to hear that. And I actually realized once the episode was over that we didn't have the microphones plugged up, so we actually were able to get the audio from the computer. Little things like that happen sometimes, but you know what? We rise above, and I thought it was a great episode, and so I didn't want to not release it. So with that, let's get to the episode with William Stewart of RoofCON. Welcome to the Rise Above Show, presented by RoofCON. My name is Diego Dante, and I'm thrilled to bring you inspiring conversations with some of the most innovative and bright minds in our industry. From business and entrepreneurship to personal development and growth, we'll explore the strategies, insights, and stories that have helped our guests rise above challenges, overcome adversity, and achieve their goals. So sit back, relax, and join us on this journey of empowerment, inspiration, and discovery. This is the Rise Above Show. Welcome to the Rise Above Show, presented by RoofCON. My name is Diego Dante. I'm the president of RoofCON, and I am excited to bring you another great episode today where we talk to someone on my team. So this is exciting because typically we're out and we're interviewing people from the industry, people that are vendors, people that are contractors, people that are doing cool stuff in the industry. But today, I'm bringing a team member. So we probably got to do these more often. I think this would be super cool. So William, he is one of the account managers here. He is the guy that's over ticket sales. So I want to talk through RoofCON. Maybe we talk through some exciting announcements, all that stuff. But man, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. Every day's a great day. I was actually watching the movie, Strays last night, and they were talking about how dogs think every day is, the best day ever. So that's how I feel. It's a good take on it.
Yeah. Make sure you keep the microphone here kind of close to your mouth, but
okay. I apologize.
No, you're good. So and you're coming in from Myrtle Beach,
yeah,
correct?
Yep.
So you were doing the roofing. You were up on roofs up until very recently, right?
Yep. My dad's got a company down there, and I kind of was born and raised in the industry, and up until about, I don't know, probably about a year ago is when I started transitioning out of it. So I had some opportunities come up and kind of put my own business on hold too for a little bit, but about until then.
So what happened? You came to RoofCON. You were like, man, this is exciting. I love this. I want to have more of this. And then you just decided, I'm not gonna leave this. And what was the story? What happened?
Yeah, basically, and some of y'all might have heard it too from my wife's podcast. She did a couple where she kind of told her side of things. But yeah, so my dad sent us to RoofCON last year, 2022, and just had a great experience there. Saw some great speakers. Talked to Tim Tebow a little bit. Which was a cool experience for me personally because when I was playing football at Coastal, we actually helped out with a Night to Shine, which is one of his nonprofit for like a prom for special needs, and kind of had experience with him that way, and transitioned over to getting to talk to him in person was pretty cool. But just seeing the people on stage, and Erica got a great experience about it. She said she wanted to be a speaker there and do some things like that. So just had a great experience, and then met Hunter, and he kind of brought her on. He tried to bring me on, and I was hesitant for a little bit, but ultimately I was networking with a lot of people. I had some other opportunities come about, and became part of the team, and loved it ever since.
Yeah, that's awesome. So then you came on here to actually, I know you dabbled a little bit with like Revolt, and then we were able to bring you onto the team here at RoofCON. So that was exciting. So talk to me through last year. What was like highlight of last year? Do you think Tim Tebow was highlight, or do you think there was anything else that was the big highlight for you?
Tim Tebow's great. I definitely was probably like the wow factor just because, I met him once before. So it was cool to like talk with him again, even though it was briefly. Actually almost got tackled by his bodyguard at first because, I'm just some random person at the time. But No, I probably just the networking. It was my first big conference that I've been to. My dad's company's not super big, and I was in charge of it. We didn't do a lot of things like going to different conferences and networking. We were just kind of a local company that handled a few counties. So coming to the conference, getting to see a lot of the different industry people and people from across the country. That was probably the biggest takeaway. I got to learn a lot from the different speakers of how different people did it in this area. This is how we do it on the beach. I'll do it like this in the mountains, or and the other thing is like I wasn't really familiar with solar. I'd done it before, but didn't know a lot about the industry. Now residential roofing, I could tell you anything about it, but getting into commercial and doing some other stuff, it was super informative, and that's probably the biggest takeaway I had from the whole event.
What are you most looking forward to this year now that you're on this other side?
I like being on part of the team that kind of helps bring it all together. It's probably the coolest thing for me to see and be a part of something that I get to see the outcome. That's why I had to work in roofing and stuff. Like I worked in physical therapy for a little bit. It gets kind of monotonous. You go into a clinic every day, work with your patients. You go home and you come back and do it all again. There's no outcome, other than seeing people get better. But getting to actually build something like this, or when I was in roofing, get to see the outcome of a new roof and stuff. Just seeing all your hard work over the year pay off in this one event is pretty cool. I'm excited to kind of be a part of that.
Yeah, it's exciting. I might have shared the story before, but in 2021, we had done RoofCon 2020 in Houston, and that was really cool. Just getting to see people come out to that. But then in 2021. We did the event and we show up, and I'm thinking to myself, is anyone going to show up to this, right? And even though this was now year 3 that we had done it, and I remember pulling up to the convention center and seeing random people just checking into the hotel that had their roofing company logos on there of companies that I had never heard of, and just what a crazy thing that was of like, we got them there. I don't know how. At the time, it was like, what did we do? Like, we did so much stuff, but like, what got this person there, right? Or, it's such a wild thing to think that like, we put in all this work throughout the year, and then at the end, it's like we bring the entire industry together. So the work that you're doing now is such a rewarding thing to then see the outcome, to your point, like with a roof. Like, you see the roof before, you do the work, now you have this beautiful new roof. And it's the same thing with this. We put in a year's worth of work versus a day's, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're able to see this outcome of being able to see the industry come together, see people change their lives, see people improve their businesses, see people develop as leaders. And that's a really, really cool thing, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So talk to me now of like, what are some of the things that... obviously we talked through stuff from last year, stuff that you're excited about this year. What was a big thing? You said you'd never been to a show before, a conference like that before?
No, I've been to some different events, especially just growing up in sports, like some different athletic events and stuff like that. But
not for roofing?
Nothing in the roofing industry. That was my first big event that I'd been to. I've heard of some and, thought about going to others, but... the primary one, you look up in the roofing industry, okay, roofing conference, RoofCon, so it was the big one that stood out, and, I thought if we're going to go to one, you just, go to the biggest, best one, so that's the one, my dad decided to, send us off to, and just took away so much that I wanted to come back.
Was there anything that shocked you or anything that you weren't expecting?
I really wasn't sure what to expect. I'd seen things like Comic-Con and stuff like that, like about how conventions kind of were, but I guess I didn't expect the magnitude of the speakers and stuff. I expected maybe, a small stage and some booths. Like the convention part, I think I kind of expected to be about par what I thought it was going to be, but the speakers definitely just were so much, larger and a greater event than I thought that was going to be as far as that went.
Yeah. Now, you've been involved, too, with, like, Revolt, coming out to the retreats, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite Revolt experience so far?
Yes, it's tough to choose. I've been to a lot of the Revolt X retreats, which are, startup retreats if you're interested in coming, but you're not sure, you just want to check it out. We have these, like, one-time retreats you can come to and kind of get a glimpse of what it means to be part of the whole family of Revolt. And those are usually in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and those are pretty cool just to get to know everybody, kind of how it works, stuff like that. Our couples retreat was, fantastic. Me and my wife got married there. So obviously I gotta say that's probably my most favorite, or else I might get in trouble on this getting married later. But no, going down to Texas too, that was awesome. That was our members retreat, and got to go hog hunting with Dylan and Bob Hole and some guys like that. And that was a cool experience because checking one box off my to-do list, I guess.
Yeah, I think anytime you get to go to a Revolt retreat, doesn't matter if it's, Revolt Tex or you're going on a member retreat or definitely the couples retreat. I thought that one was probably one of my favorite retreats that we've done, But I think anytime you get to go to one of those, you just get to have fun. Like, it's fun, and it's like you're building relationships with these guys that are, in the same boat as you, that then you can go back and, if you got issues in your business or in your life or whatever, you have these people that you can then rely on and kind of bounce ideas off of each other and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, on top of that too, going past, just like the business side of things, the biggest thing I think I got from, when I joined Revolt is, day to day, you see your wife, your kids, and maybe your boss and stuff like that, but nobody that you get to really, open up to, especially being a guy, we're, these tough guys. I mean, I'll still say I am too, we don't cry, but, going there and actually being able to, talk about stuff that's going on in your life with these other guys, and if they have similar experiences and stuff like that, it took a whole level of stress off of me, and, just kind of, help me work through some stuff, helps a lot of guys work through stuff, and, just that whole aspect of it, I think is, even greater than the business side, in my opinion.
Yeah. So what now? What are some of the things you're excited about, man?
I mean, in general, I got a bunch going on. I mean, still trying to make progress here and help out the Revolt. We got a retreat coming up. I got a son that's on the way. He'll be here in 3-4 months. So that's going to be another exciting chapter. I already have one, so see how 2 works out. And then the other thing I guess I'm excited about that I really will need to finish is the book I'm writing. That's going to be cool. I'm just gotta knuckle down and finish that.
I forgot about that. So we were at I don't want to get too much of the details because I want to wait till it's done. But I know that we were at the Revolt retreat, the members retreat. Mm-hmm. We had Chandler Bolt. I think that's who it was that spoke, that talked about self-publishing books and all that. And I remember at first you were like, what the heck would I write a book about, right?
Yeah.
And then it was, I remember you came up with an idea, I could write a book on this thing. Mm. And then the next thing you know, next time I talk to you, you're like, yeah, I'm writing a book. And that was exciting. It was like, it was cool to see that. So I'm excited to read that, man. I've been throwing around some ideas on some stuff too. I don't want to say too much because I want to back it up with some action. But I've been thinking about how I could do that as well. So maybe I need a little push from the team to see,
Oh yeah, definitely.
do that.
I'll get you there, and I'm glad I said it on. Now it's permanent. Now I got to be accountable to it.
We're gonna watch this back in a year and say, all right, did we all read William's book? So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good once it's fine-tuned and all finished up.
Yeah, well, that's exciting, man.
RoofCon's amazing. Getting to see all the speakers like Nick and Eric and especially Tim Tebow. Very exciting and eye-opening.
Amazing speakers and great knowledge. Keep it up.
First RoofCon, been following Hunter and the Revolt Clan for quite some time, and it's definitely been a lot more than what we expected.
This event is getting better and better.
So if you're going to go to one roofing conference, make sure that it's RoofCon.
RoofCon 2023 returns to Orlando, Florida, November 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets at roofcon.com.
I mean, am I allowed to ask for sponsorships?
Yeah, from Ghost.
All right, Ghost, I put away everything. Red Bull, Celsius, none of it does the trick. If you want some energy, get Ghost.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? Because Ghost, this is what I think.
I was drinking, Mike. You saw that? I went.
The thing with Ghost is that they have these crazy flavors, like the sour flavors and all that stuff. That one's Warheads. Is that what that is?
Yeah, that one is Warheads watermelon. They got Swedish Fish too.
Swedish Fish. They
got a red and a blue one. What are those?
The blue one is
Sour Patch Kids.
But
I don't like those, man. The red and the blue one, especially, I think it's the blue one. It tastes like Four Loko.
Well, the green one is sour apple, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
And that one will wake you up just because it's the sour.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like this one. This one's the same thing.
That one's, what was it? Warheads?
Sour watermelon.
Yeah. So, okay, so as we're getting to the end of the show, sorry, we had to have a little interlude there to talk about energy drinks. As we're getting to the end of the show, I have a series of rapid fire questions that I ask everyone.
Gotcha.
And you are no exception, even if you're on the team, okay?
How rapid fire are we talking? I gotta know what I'm prepared for. Like, am I just spitting out the first thing?
You're spitting out the first thing that comes to your head, but you don't have a time limit to answer it.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
So I'm holding myself look like a complete ass.
Yeah. So the first rapid fire question is, what are some of the obstacles that you had to rise above from to get to the point that you're at in your business?
100% being shy. I was a very, very shy kid growing up, even going through college and stuff. I was never the guy to, and I wasn't not popular, but I was just like I'd never ask out the girl I wanted to. I'd never take the opportunities right in front of me because I was scared that I'd, look bad or something like that. But yeah, 100%. That's still something I struggle with today, but I think I've, especially ask Corey from Scorpion, even from when he met me, he'll tell you I'm black and white from the day he met me and stuff. But, I've constantly pushed myself to be in uncomfortable situations to grow. And I think I made a lot of progress. So just, even being like this, I wouldn't have done this like 2 years ago.
Yeah. If you had $1 billion exit with a B, $1 billion, what would your next 24 hours look like?
How long? Is this like I'm still gonna live like the rest of my life?
24. I'm just saying, like, you sell a business, you get $1 billion deposited in your bank account, and the $1 billion hits your bank account. What does the next 24 hours look like?
I'm definitely contacting a financial advisor. I'm probably going to split up that $1 billion between a bunch of banks because you're only backed for a certain amount of money within your bank. And once all my money is secure, I might even invest in certain things like either a Roth IRA or whatever it's called or something like that. But I'd probably invest most of it, and then I'd probably start buying
the next
slowly.
24 hours. Money hits the bank. Next 24 hours, you're like, yeah, I got to divide up all my money and start investing.
I'd probably go out to a nice dinner. I wouldn't do nothing big and crazy. I wouldn't go buy a car or anything like that because, the first 24 hours, I'd probably still be in shock, I'd probably, go fill up my truck with gas and go out to a nice dinner, maybe buy a new set of clothes or just go on a small shopping spree. I wouldn't buy nothing crazy, but, maybe I could go hit up Palmetto State, get a new gun, throw it in the truck. I don't know. I wouldn't do nothing crazy because I really wouldn't want anybody knowing that I had all that money, to be honest.
You wouldn't go announce it to your whole family?
Hell no. My family would not see anything change for a while.
Have you seen that meme that says, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs?
Yeah.
I saw one of those that said that, and it had the QT rollers, the hot dog rollers from QT.
Oh yeah, just like in the house or something.
Yeah.
Erica's brother said it. We were talking about this the other day. We're playing golf in where were we? No, it was maybe after we were playing golf or something. We went to Circle K or Scotchman, one of the gas stations by me. They had the icy machines. He's just like, man, if I might get a slushy machine if I had the money and stuff, and just keep it in my house constantly going all the time. I'm like, I was trying to come up with things. I was like, I probably wouldn't do that just because, I just feel like there's a lot of maintenance people don't think about. You got to clean the thing, and it's just going to be a hassle. You could just drive down the road, grab one, come home. But he's like, that was one of the things you made me think of. Things it's just like, there'd be signs.
First of all, what is the last book that you read?
Oh, shoot. I'll be honest, I didn't finish it, but the last one I read, I got most of the way through, and I did it by audiobook, was Alex Hormozi's $100 million offer. Yeah, that one. Yeah. And it was pretty good. I don't know. It was funny, though. The reason is somebody recommended it to me. It might have been Michael, but it was funny because right before that, just growing up in the gym industry, one of my buddies owns a gym, and I've always considered it too, like starting and opening my own gym because that's just my background. And so I actually, what is his gym launch.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So like I've actually looked into gym launch and maybe like thought about investing, talk with somebody about that, about using that before. And then I think Michael told me about the book, and then in the book it actually started talking about Alex and how he is it Alex or Alec? Alex, right? Yeah, okay. About how he started gym launch and stuff, and I was just like, man, that's crazy. The fact that somebody just recommended a book about something that I had actually got a text message earlier that day about. So then I was just like, screw it, and read or listened to most of the book, and it was good. I liked it. I probably listened to it again and recommend it. And I listened to a lot of it in the like middle stages of writing my book to see how it kind of compared how I had it set up and stuff. And
do you watch his new seminar for his new book?
I've seen him, like, he's done an insane job advertising that thing all over Facebook, YouTube, everything. I haven't looked anything about it, but
I just ordered the new one on. I ordered the hardback, so I'm excited about that. It's,
have we had him talk to anything or like any connections to him? I'd like to meet him.
So I'm telling you guys, I actually put in a request to have him speak at RoofCon this year. And his team came back to me and said, we are politely declining. Now, I don't know if that's a scheduling conflict or anything like that, but I was pretty sad about that.
Well,
I don't know if that's something that the crowd needs to know, but I just threw it out there. So,
well, I'm going to set up something, I'm a Braves fan. Hopefully he's a Braves fan.
But I wanted him to speak at RoofCon really bad.
That would have been good. I think he's doing some other conference with like Grant Cardone or something. I could be wrong. I think I saw something. There's another conference I saw a lot of people speak at.
What's the best book that you've ever read?
Ah, dude, this is tough. I can't. That was an interesting one. I read most of the book Outliers, but I kind of stopped. It was pretty good. It was by Malcolm Gladwell. It kind of talked about the random statistics and how just because you're born on a certain date, you'd have a better chance of going to the MLB and all these crazy statistics like that. But
do you have a problem finishing books?
I got a short attention span, dude. Like, if something gets boring, I can't, like, do it. I don't know. Like, I really should, but I get distracted halfway through things, and I'm like, oh, this book's now, it's got better information than the one I'm reading. I'm going to just swap to this book. But one day I'll get back to it. I'll finish them all.
What's the best business advice you've ever been given?
Well, that was a pretty good one. So I owned a landscape business for a while. As I was transitioning out of my dad's company, I kind of, just working for family, there's always, you butt heads and stuff. I wanted to do things this way. He wanted to do things this way. And ultimately, I wasn't technically the owner of the company. It was just my dad's company. So I was just like, I'm going to start my own company. So I did landscaping, which I ran one through high school, and now I'm older, so I invested some money and started a landscaping company. And one of my buddies, he told me, because a lot of the stuff I did was bigger end jobs. I'd use like bobcats, skid steers, all this other stuff. And he said, what was it? If you're going to use a piece of equipment more than 2 times a week or twice a month, if you're going to use a piece of equipment more than twice a month, you may as well buy it. You'll save a lot of money. And so, I started buying equipment because it would save me money instead of renting one for a week for $1,000 and then having to use it for 3 weeks. A monthly payment on the thing is going to be about $800, $900 maybe. You can sell it afterwards. So that started, helping me plan that way. But that goes for a lot of things too, though. Like if you use it, buy it. If you're not going to use it, just borrow it or rent it, stuff like that. And I think that could be changed up in different scenarios, but used for business in a lot of different ways. The one thing I think was the biggest thing was figuring out all the legal stuff. I was blessed to have Erica, because she worked at a law firm for a while. She helped me out with a lot of legal stuff, but if I didn't know anything about that, that'd be the first thing I do is go talk to your peers who have experience in those areas before you even spend any money, and make a plan before you jump into it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you hopping on the show. If someone wants to get some RoofCon tickets, this is your guy. You want to go to RoofCon, you want to attend, you want to be there as an attendee, William's your guy, all right? So reach out to him.
Yeah.
What's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me a bunch of different ways. You can look me up on Facebook, William Stewart. Reach out to me via email. It's william@roofcon.com. Or if you want, just hit me up on my personal number. It's 843-467-6025.
Sweet. If you want to become a vendor, There's still a few vendor spots left. Hit up our team. Go to roofcon.com, and we'll put the link down here. You can see, you can sign up as a vendor. But again, if you want to come to RoofCon, this is your guy. We got great ticket options. And I should say this too, like, a lot of people want to go to trade shows to see vendors and to make connections, because I will say, like, one of the best things that you do get out of going to shows is those connections that you make with people.
100%.
And if that's all you want, if you just want to come to the show to network and to, you know, get to see the vendors and all that stuff, Expo tickets are free. You can literally go for free to RoofCon to network and to see the vendors. So go to roofcon.com, get your free Expo tickets. Now, if you want to be able to watch the general sessions, catch the speakers, you want to go to the VIP party, you want to partake in the platinum lunches and get to see the private Q&As with the speakers, you want to get more out of the conference, right? That's when you hit up William and get your tickets. He's going to get you some good deals. And if you're bringing a team, if you want to bring a team, we're doing some good discounts. Buy 4 get 1 free if you're bringing a team. You know, so we'll get you all set up. We'll get you all squared away. William will take care of you. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited for RoofCon. I'm excited about all the stuff we have going on. I don't want to give too much away too, because I want people to be wowed this year when they come in. But man, I appreciate having you on the team, everything that you do for us. And if you watched, you tuned in, we really appreciate you. Catch us next time on the next episode of the Rise Above Show, presented by RoofCon. Peace out.